It's a great pleasure for me to be able to be here in Marrakech. I'm reminded of one of the 20th century's most outsized figures whose connection with this city is so famous, Sir Winston Churchill. He loved to paint the landscapes here and to absorb the beauty and the culture. And in fact, at the very height of World War II, as he and President Franklin Roosevelt and Allied leaders gathered in Casablanca to plan the strategy for the European theater, Churchill was absolutely stunned to learn that Roosevelt had never been to this part of Morocco. So in a move that perhaps only Winston Churchill would get away with in the middle of a global war, World War, Churchill convinced Roosevelt to extend his visit and drive through what was still at the time a country engulfed in active combat. So after several hours on the loose, and because we're talking about Winston Churchill, plenty of scotch, the two leaders arrived in Marrakech in time to see the sunset on the Atlas Mountains. And Churchill said it was the loveliest view on earth. Here at the 22nd COP, no one can deny the remarkable progress that we have made. Progress that actually was pretty hard to imagine even a few years ago. The global community is more united than ever, not just in accepting the challenge, but in confronting it with real action, in making a difference. And no one should doubt the overwhelming majority of the citizens of the United States who know climate change is happening and who are determined to keep our commitments that were made in Paris. So we have in place a foundation based on national climate goals. 109 nations, each of them have come up with their own plan. Each of us setting goals that are based on our own abilities and our own circumstances. This agreement is, in fact, the essence of common but differentiated responsibilities. It provides support to countries that need help meeting the targets. In terms, the question now is not whether we will transition to energy economy, to a clean energy economy. That we've already begun to do. The question now is whether or not we are going to have the will to get this job done. That's the question now. Let us stand firm in support of the goals that we set in Paris and recommit ourselves to double our efforts to meet them. Let us say that when it comes to climate change, we will commit not just to doing our best, but as Winston Churchill admonished, we will do what is required. I look forward to working with you in this important work for whatever number of years ahead I have a chance to. Thank you.